Aber Taro's team informed Zuko that it turns out they planned for Aang fight with Sozin after combat Sozin. The idea being to prevent Ozai's victory, which he already did. However, after the decision, they descended into wild gardenism and gave up on everything. Zuko recounts how he attended a father's war meeting and how Zulipussi suggested wiping out all humans so they could settle on the Scottish as themselves. Basically genocide, but for what? What you would do with burnt ash? What you would use for it? Yeah, I don't know. So idiotic plan, even I can't speak normally. And doesn't want to kill the Fire Lord because it's monastic upbringing. It's really very strange because you are maniacously killing fruits. Fruits are also living beings. How are you better than animals? As much better as animals are weaker than humans. The strong consume this weak. And you are doing this. You just created a limiting framework for yourself that you can do it. Toph talks to Zuko and pours out her heart. She says that despite the food supply, she lacked love, show of empathy or something. Zuko says she should focus on Aang. Well, it's not surprising. They made him into a typical high school student. School, boy! Also, it was a convenient moment to, so speak, give love to Toph and make baby in future, you know. What about future? In this moment, what we're talking about? You will already have at least 2 wives. What could be better? Only 3 wives. And what could be better? Only 4 wives. And what could be better? Only 10 wives. But at least they made Zuko's eyes on his pussy baby, and he pines for the dark-eyed, melancholy man instead of getting down to business. I even don't want in this episode to say he's Zathan because he moving like Zuko schoolboy. The Avatar team is out. The Avatar himself meets the great teachers. The movie tells how he reclaimed his domain on the day of the eclipse. Zuko and Zathan meet Iroh and make peace with him. And then they have a conversation. Zuko suggests Iroh defeat his brother and take the throne. Iroh says that even if he defeats Azalonson, it won't be good. History will record it as a fratricidal wars. So let the Avatar defeat Ozai. And that explains Iroh in Kenshin in the past. There was no an opportunity to replay this scenario 1,000 times and defeat the bad guy Ozai. Why didn't Iroh do it? For perspectively, this very reason. Even if you defeat Ozai, nothing good will come of it. You should have solved the succession crisis first. Well, if you are only having 1 wife and maximum 2 children within 1 wife, then yes, you will have crisis. Well, now that the succession crisis has been solved and Zuko has become smarter, we can make some decisions. Well, at that same meeting, Iroh arranges everything so that Zuko doesn't cross paths with Ozai. After all, if Zuko were to participate in the battle against his father, there would be problem. Also, there will still be some gurships, but it's one thing to overthrow a greedy woman who kicked everyone out, and quite another to deal with your own powerful father.